In schools across the UK and the USA, students are expected to memorize countless formulas, definitions, and concepts. Yet many of us spend 3 whole days cramming just one formula, while others use smarter memory systems to lock knowledge much faster. In today's video, you'll discover 5 powerful methods that connect visuals, logic, and emotion and help you remember almost anything. The first method is visual coding. Imagine a young student in London writing a word again and again on the board, engraving it into their brain. Top students don't just rely on spelling, they use stories and images. Instead of memorizing a chemical structure directly, imagine it as a character, a tree, or even a small machine. When you add doodles or mini drawings to your notes, your brain processes them 60,000 times faster than plain text. That's an advantage you should use. The second method is emotional mnemonics. Memory grows stronger with drama. American memory coaches say it again and again. Emotion means retention. If a fact feels boring, make it funny, weird, or dramatic. Don't just remember that mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Imagine it as a furious factory boss yelling at lazy workers. It sounds silly, but the emotion leaves a chemical trace in your brain, and that trace becomes memory. Add humor, exaggeration, or drama to your flashcards, and your recall will skyrocket. The third method is interleaved practice. Many students repeat the same subject in blocks, maths after maths, physics after physics. But the smartest learners mix them up. They study maths, then history, then science, then back to maths. Each switch activates recall and forces the brain to think harder. It feels difficult at first, but it makes memories much deeper. Next time you study, don't just block similar subjects together. Mix them and give your brain a real workout. The fourth method is teaching as recall. Have you ever seen a student explaining topics out loud, even to a wall? It's called the Feynman Technique. Whatever you've just studied, explain it in your own words as if you're teaching a 5-year-old. When you teach, you quickly find the gaps in your understanding. Try it. Record a short voice note in the evening, explaining what you studied in the morning. And finally, the fifth method is the power of space. Not just spaced repetition, but actual white space in your notes. American and British study guides often leave wide margins and clean layouts, because the brain recalls better when information has room to breathe. Don't crowd every inch of your notebook. Leave intentional gaps between big ideas so they stand out clearly like a rhythm on the page. So now you know the 5 secrets: visual recall through doodles, emotional mnemonics, interleaved practice, teaching by explaining, and the power of white space. Remember, studying is not about endless cramming, it's about rhythm. Subscribe for more, because here studying isn't just science, it's an art. And you are the student of that art.